Welcome to the What Is series, where we demystify jargons and complex ideas in 5-minute info capsules. So you can actually hold on your own when these topics comes up with your peers. Today's topic is what is AI? Everyone nods along when it comes up. Very few can actually explain it though. So let's fix that in next 5 minutes. And helping us out is Byte, our curious little robot guide. So let's go. Most people picture AI as some kind of a brain in a box, a machine that can think the way we do. That picture is wrong. It's making AI harder to understand, not easier. Here's what AI actually is: a system that takes an input and figures out what output to produce. Simple, right? The output could be a prediction, a recommendation, a piece of content, a decision. But it does not have consciousness, no feeling, no existential crisis, just a very sophisticated input to output machine. Simpler than you thought, right? Good. That's the real idea. So let's dig into it. See how it works. This one slide, I need you to really get it, because it's the whole game. Normal software, a human writes every rule. For example, if a temperature is about 30, turn on the AC. Otherwise, do nothing. Every single rule in a normal software is written by hand. AI sort of flips that. Instead of human writing the rules, the system looks at thousands of examples. It looks at cats, dogs, hot days, cold days, and figures out what is the pattern. It learns the logic from the data. That's the process. That process is called machine learning, and is the engine behind everything we call AI today. So, when we say machine learns, what does that actually mean? It definitely does not mean that it's aware. It means this loop. It is guess, check how wrong you were, adjust, repeat. And repeat how many times? Millions of times. Think of it like throwing a dart blindfolded. Someone says, too far left. You adjust, right? After 1,000 throws, you're hitting a bullseye. Not because you can see, but because you have corrected your way into accuracy. That's machine learning. No awareness, just a relentless, systematic self-correction until the pattern becomes useful. All that training produces something called the model. Think of it as a machine full of dials. During training, those dials get tuned. Up here, down there, until the model captures the right relationship between input and output. When someone says AI knows something, what they really mean is the model soaked up enough pattern to behave useful on that task. It does not know like you know your name. It knows like a tuned engine, knows how to burn a fuel. It's all mathematical, structural, and there is no opinion. But wait, how does computer deal with pictures and words? It only understands numbers, right? Exactly. So everything gets converted to numbers. An image becomes pixel values. A sentence becomes token mapped to a numbers. Spreadsheet becomes a list of features. Everything becomes number. The model then figures out which numerical relationships actually matters. And that's the trick. A computer does not start with meaning. It starts with representation. Turn the world into math, and the model handles the rest. Now, chatbot. You have probably used one, right? Here's what's actually happening. The model looks at everything written so far. And then, when a statement comes, the cat sat on the model asks, what's the most likely next word? Matt gets 72% here, right? Rug gets 15%. It picks the one, add it to the sequence, and does the whole thing again for the next word, and again for the next word, and it keeps happening. That's right. That's it. That Repeated next token prediction is entire engine behind chatbots, coding assistants, and every other language model app. One word at a time, at ridiculous high speed. But it genuinely feels like intelligence, right? You ask something and get surprisingly good answer. What's happening? It's called generalization. During training, the model builds a map of how concepts are related. Dog and cat are close together. Rocket and physics are close together, but dogs and rocket far apart. So, when you ask something new to Labrador like swimming, it connects the dot from what it has learned, right? For example, retrievers like water. It looks like understanding, but it's actually pattern matching. Mathematical pattern inference, not human thoughts. There's a big difference, especially when it's wrong. And that's the final lesson. AI can be incredibly useful without being perfect, truthful, or wise. It can draft email, write codes, and answer questions faster than any human. But it can also confidently say something completely wrong because it does not know what's true. It only knows what is statistically likely. So here's a new mental model for you. Don't call it magic brain. Come on, stay with me. Learned pattern machine. Powerful, scalable, impressive, and still something you need to double check. Now, you can explain AI better than most people in tech. If that feels useful, smash that like button. And if you want more 5-minute breakdowns that gives you real understanding instead of just buzzword, hit that subscribe. We got a whole lineup of what is episode coming up. See you in the next one.